Okay, hello everybody. This video is on how to reassemble your Ruger Mini-14. The last step I did in disassemble was taking off this handguard or heat shield. You know, it goes right here. I put that on a little later. So the next step would be to put back our bolt. I get the better view of holding it like that for you guys. Put the rear part of it down first, and kind of wiggle it around a little till you'll feel it. And it drops down and back, and that's when you pull forward. And that's it. That's it right there. So now the manual is going to tell you to take the bolt lock cover plate off, and then take the bolt out. Well, I couldn't take my bolt out with that cover plate and the bolt plunger, bolt lock plunger still in there. So that may be just my rifle. Could be, something that specific to this tactical style. I don't know. But anyways, so that would mean I put my bolt in first, then we're going to take our, let me turn it so you guys have a better view of it. We're working a little sideways here, but I'll take the bolt lock plunger. That's this little guy with the spring on it right here, and it's got a notch cut out on it. And you'll want it to face the rear sight, and take the bolt stop, and it's got a little tip or a wing on one end, and you push down on that plunger, put this guy in, and you'll feel it grab. And once you got that, hold that. I kind of hold the plunger down and the bolt stop itself, and you take the bolt lock, the cover plate, and you just slide it up in the grooves there. And mine's real loose. It mentions in the manual a lot of people, you have to take a small punch or some type of little flathead screwdriver and gently tap that out. Mine's in there real loose, so it'll practically fall out on its own. So I hold that with my finger there, and so now that we've got that, we've got a bolt back in. We've got the bolt lock cover plate with the bolt lock plunger and the bolt stop. That's in there. So the next part that we have to do is putting this back on. And first, what you want to do, it's got a little hole there. That's for the gas port. I believe that's what it's called, gas port underneath. And what I do is I still have to hold this cover plate on so it doesn't fall out on me. And put that onto, let's see, okay, and that goes over the bolt, and it goes over the gas little port, exactly what you call that there. But so once that's on there, we're going to turn the gun over. And we've got two things here that we can't forget. We got this, I'm going to call it a bushing. That's what the guide rod and recoil spring will go into. One of the the side or bottom, top, whatever you want to call it, is grinded flat. I put that down, and here's our little bolt pin, and that slides in real easy. Okay, and let's go ahead and put in our guide rod and recoil spring. And it's got a little bevel notch to it, and I put that longer end on the bottom. So we've got to feed this spring in here, and once that goes in, slide that right in there. Okay, and just move it around a bit, make sure it's in there. That looks like it is. And we're more than halfway done. Now what we're going to do is put our stock back on. Take your stock and put it up first. You see it fits right in. And just kind of gently move that around. And that's in. Okay. Now we're going to turn it over. Take our trigger housing assembly, and put this back in. And you can see the kind of marks where it sat before, and you can also look at the cutout on the stock right in here where it's supposed to go. And so you don't want to jam anything, you don't want to force anything. Kind of put it on a downward angle, like a little fork where the magazine would slip next to. Go ahead and put it down, and line it up real good. Okay, that's in there now. This piece here that you took it out with your 1/4 inch screwdriver or shank or whatever tool you use. This is what, once it's seated in here nice and everything looks good, you're going to push this part down and here to wait for the click, and that's going to tell you that you're finished. So that's it. My last step is the heat shield, the hand guard. You put it in forward. It's got a little beveled edge to that. Get it under there and find the spot and kind of push evenly across the whole top, and you'll hear it click in. And that's it. See if it moves. Mine doesn't move. That's in there solid. And let's go ahead and cycle it a few times. Put the safety on and off a few times. Go ahead and we'll take this is a 20 round magazine. Let's go ahead and put that in there. And when we pull this slide open, it should lock open. Since there's nothing in it, which it does. And now to get that closed, we'll pull back on the slide a little bit and depress the inside the magazine well. Let that go. Take out the magazine and let's pull it back. Let's pull it back one more time and do the bolt plunger. Locks that open. You can see holding it open. It's telling me that we did a good job so far. Pull it back slightly. That pushes that plunger up. Let it go. Thanks for watching this video on the reassembling process of your Ruger Mini-14 tactical variation with the flash suppressor.